Hi guys, Deb Acker here, and for those of you guys who haven't heard, I am so excited to announce that my book is finally out in the world. And I was making a joke that the book and the author that match together stay together, but in all seriousness, I'm so excited to have this book out in the world. I'm so excited for the transformation that you're going to experience in reading this book, right? And so here's the deal. If you're wondering if this book is for you, well, first of all, the answer to that is yes. But in all seriousness, no matter where you are on your personal growth journey, this book will take you deeper. And I get that that's a bold statement, but this is a bold book. And really, I talk about it, it's got the storytelling and the wisdom of Wayne Dyer, the raw vulnerability of Glennon Doyle, and then you mix in concepts, magic, miracles, exercises, awarenesses, stories, tools like you have never heard before, right? Some of the stories I share are crazy, right? And we must be willing to do what we've never done to change like we never have. And throughout the book, you're going to hear my journey, right? My adventure of doing this. And I want to share with you a little bit about my story for those of you guys who haven't heard it, right? And really, the book begins with my dad, really leaving when I was 2 years old. And many of you guys know my dad was in my life my entire childhood, right? But that combined with the loss of my mom when I was 17 years old, those two patterns really, and those two experiences rooted in a deep abandonment pattern, right? And really with that, so 7 years ago, if you had said, do you have an abandonment pattern? I likely would have said no, because I think we tend to think of abandonment, we tend to think of it in ways like where, we feel isolated, we feel alone, we literally ended up on the streets. And obviously that was not my childhood. But from, first of all, working on myself and then working with hundreds, if not thousands of people and helping them to heal their versions of abandonment gets rooted in when we have physically or emotionally unavailable parents or caretakers, right? So that can be when we have parents that work a lot, which is a super common thing that happens. Obviously, our parents are just trying to take care of us, right, and put food on the table. And so it can happen with that. It can happen when we have had, a divorce in our family or our parent has left, right? It can happen with the loss of a parent. And it can also happen with addiction, right? And obviously, there are many other examples and other ways that abandonment can get rooted in, but those are some of the most common ways that I've seen over and over with my clients, right? And from there, our abandonment, so that abandonment pattern can cause many other patterns. Things like we say yes when we really mean no. And that's literally because we're scared many times that someone else is going to leave us, right? And we're trying to prevent that pain from happening, right? We can disconnect from our feelings because if we know what we're feeling, we might have to express that. And if we express that, right, then we might actually be abandoned or be left again, right? It can also create a perfectionist pattern, right? Because again, we're scared if we don't do it perfectly, somebody might leave us, right? And then we're obviously trying to prevent that from happening. And so we literally root in a perfectionism pattern. And so that's just a little bit. Those are just a few of the many patterns that are mentioned throughout this book, the many awarenesses that you're going to receive reading this, and to help you to really open, again, to help you to expand, to help you to grow, to help you to go deeper within yourself and deeper on the journey. And also too, I wanted to mention, I've got a free energy clearing out for those of you who purchased the book. And so first of all, for those of you who think energy clearing is woo, okay, I totally get that, right? And before I started this journey, I would probably have agreed with you. And so let me explain what energy clearing is, just to give you a sense, right? When we're kids and we're in our environment, we're constantly soaking up, our parents' beliefs, our parents' stories, our parents' way of doing things, right? And those patterns, those stories, those beliefs, they get stored in our body, right? And until we release those, until we clear those, they are a magnetizer for everything that we are experiencing, right? And so the energy clearing really is just meant to help you to bring the patterns that you're not aware of to the forefront so that you can see them, right? I always say, we have 50 to 70,000 thoughts a day, and 95% of that, right? 95% of our programming is subconscious, right? So in this energy clearing, I'm going to address many of the patterns that are in this book, help you to see those clearly and help you to start to transform and change those, right? And so if you feel called, all you have to do is simply email me a copy of your receipt to deb@deboraacker.com, and you just email that before April 11th, and I will get you a copy. It's a 50-minute plus energy clearing. Many of the people that I've worked with have said that my energy clearings are more powerful than years of therapy. Many of my colleagues have shared that my energy clearings are more powerful than the people that I've trained with, right, than we've trained with. And so if you feel called, it's an energy clearing video, and I invite you to just email me. And also too, if you have a positive experience with the book and a positive experience with the energy clearing and you want another energy clearing, if you submit a review on Amazon before May 30th, if you submit a review, I will get you another energy clearing. So I'm so excited and grateful to have this book out in the world. Oh yeah, and I should mention one more thing. I got a book launch party, right? And so if you're in the Chicago area, I invite you to join me. I'd love to have you there. It's on Sunday, March 31st from 4 to 6 p.m. And you can just comment below on this video if you're wanting more details on that. If you're not in the Chicago area and yet you still want to join, at 4:30 I'm going to be doing a reading, and there will be, barring anything unforeseen, there will be a Facebook Live. And so I invite you to come on and join me at that launch party, at that reading. So if you have any questions, obviously you can comment below or email me, just respond back to this email and email me. But otherwise, I'm so excited for the opportunity for you to take in terms of reading this book. I'm so excited for this book to be out in the world, and I'm so excited for how it's going to help you to transform and change in your life. Thank you so much for watching.